Hello, I am Centimus Prime, and these are the Blokees Transformers Galaxy version Wave 1 mystery boxes. So, in more recent times, I have been hearing a lot of praise, for these, Blokees, Transformer, products, from, uh, from a significant amount of, a significant amount of various YouTubers that have saying high praises for these blocky Transformer things. And so I thought to myself, why not? Why don't I go ahead and get me some of these blockies and see what I think about them? So I went ahead and got myself some blockies from TJ Omega, and with that we can now go ahead and start. So we can go ahead and grab one of our boxes. I do have 6 of these Wave 1 boxes right here. I believe they do come in packs of 9, and I'll bring that up a little bit later because I do think that would be good to mention. But for now, let's just take a look at these boxes. And the first thing I notice when looking at these boxes is the fact that these boxes have this really neat, holographic, rainbowy effect. You can definitely see that, even on camera. It is majorly prominent. Very nice touch. Do think this looks very nice. Very eye-catching too. I do think that they know their packaging. And so we can go ahead and let's start on the top first. Not much going on here. Up top we do have our Blokees logo, and we do of course have our 40 years of Transformers logo right there. Here's the packaging from the bottom. Not much going on. There is this random square thing. Not entirely sure what that's for, but okay. But aside from that, it's just your usual stuff you put on the bottom of your boxes. On the bottom of your packaging. Oh, over here on this side, we do have a good look at our Optimus Prime for this wave. Very nice. Do like how it integrates, how he integrates with the holographic effect. We do get the Blokees logo, the Galaxy version title font. So we do get Transformers up there. Model kits experience. So it is one of those more model kits sort of things. There's a 01, which I guess is implying that this is the first wave of these Galaxy version boxes. Got roll out written on the side. Down here we do get our approximation of how many pieces are in here, and I guess it does range depending on which figure you get. So it's so you would get the number of parts you would get would be somewhere between 44 and 51. We do have mystery box written here on the side. We do have a look at our Autobot logo. Well, half of our Autobot logo here in the background. Do have our 40 years of Transformers logo right there. Authentic Transformers right there. Genuine license. There's a genuine license. Down here which means this does have the grateful blessing of Hasbro. Down here, we do have the Blokees figure-like thing, and across the side down here is our yellow, like, it's just like yellow, like like hazard thing, hazard like tape, like sort of texture to sort of like look to the bottom, and it says like warning, choking hazard, small parts not for children under 3 years. So very nice. And if we turn over just 90 degrees, we do see that we have a Decepticon side to this, which does provide some extra epic box art display. So on the side, it's pretty much this, very similar to this side, only this time it's Megatron here at full display and the Decepticon logo back there. And in like the further background, you do see that classic like Transformers G1 like grid like box art packaging, background art that you would see on your early G1 packagings. Very nice. Over on this side, we do have more stuff that you would typically put on the backs of your packaging. So I guess this is the backside of the packaging. But not only that, we do have a 1-to-1 scale of a 1-to-1 like display scale of how big our Blokees figures are going to be. So here we have a Optimus Prime that's demonstrating just how big these Blokees things they are. Just how big these things are. Okay, yeah, I do appreciate that. That's very cool. And then turning this again, here is where we get to see our figures for this, our potential figures for in this wave. So all these characters here so all these figures here are figures that you can potentially get in this first wave of mystery boxes. Up here, of course, we do have Optimus Prime as a 1 in 12 chance of getting him. Over here, we do get Jazz, and a very interesting looking Jazz, and I'll get to that in a minute. But yes, he's a 1 in 9. Up here, we do have Ironhide. He's also a 1 in 9. Down here, we also have Ratchet, also a 1 in 9, and also Prowl and a Blue Streak, both 1 in 9. And something interesting that I've noticing is that this wave's Jazz, it appears to be sharing the same parts as the Dotson brothers, the Dotson molds. That's odd, but I'll examine that a bit closer when or if I actually get the character. And down here we do get our Decepticons, our Megatron 1 in 9, our Skywarp 1 in 9, and our Thundercracker 1 in 9. Very cool. And over here we do have our secret chase figure. We do have for our secret chase figure, our 1 in 36. And so a bit more trickier to get out of these wave 1 box mystery boxes. We do have a sort of shiny variant on Optimus Prime, which I do appreciate them doing this rather than them giving us a completely separate character to be our chase figure. I do appreciate that personally. And with that, we have taken a look at our packagings. Now, something I do like to mention before, like, opening this, that, so right in front of, right in front of me, I've gotten myself 6 of these boxes. And like I said, these, things comes in packs of 9. And so what I think it is, they are saying that most of these are 1 in 9. So what I'm thinking is that they would at least package one of each of these figures in each, like, pack of 9. So if you want like a surefire way of getting at least most of these figures, then I would then, like, your best shot is probably gonna be, like, getting the whole box rather than getting them one at a time. So that is, like, something else. But enough stalling. Let's go ahead and, like, pick one of these out. Might as well, grab this one. So let's get this pick these up. Set these more off to the side, and lower the camera, and, like, actually get to opening one of these boxes to see what's inside. Hold on, should I open them from the bottom or from the top? Yeah, I think I'm gonna open them from the bottom, I think. No, that's the top, never. Oh well. Gotta open. And there we do get some coming soon. Soon coming. Ooh, I wonder who's coming soon. Let's open this up. Oh, okay. So we apparently get some little, like, sneak peeks of our, like, neck. Not neck. Why did I say neck? So apparently we do even get a little bit of a sneak peek at what some of our figures for our next wave are gonna be. Of course, being Starscream and Grimlock. Okay, that's interesting. Ooh, cool baggies. So we got some interesting, like, baggies. Here's our instructions. We can go ahead and try to close this back up, I guess. Maybe I should open them from the bottom. I don't know. But yeah, we can, of course, set our box aside and, like, try to, like, maybe I should probably guess, like, what character I might have gotten. Or maybe not. I don't know. I will say, like, I'm definitely not getting all of these characters because I only got 6 boxes. But for ones that I, like, would want out of these Wave 1 figures, honestly, as long as I get an Optimus and a Megatron, I would be totally perfect. It would be totally sunshine and rainbows. Sunshine and rainbow boxes. it would be nice to get like one of each mold, like one Dotson mold, one like Ironhide / Ratchet mold, one Seeker mold. Like plus these two, like that would be most ideal. But again, not likely. So yeah. So like let's get into it. So we do have what appears to be our instructions sheet. Okay, so here's our instructions from this side. So we do have like a nice look at our construction. So you do have a look at like how the body's put together, how the armor clicks on, and like how certain details are placed, some added clicky functions and stuff. Very cool, very cool. Over on this side, we do have like instructions, like sort of mini instructions that are more specific to like specific characters. Like the Seekers, they have their own like special instructions. The Dotson molds, they have their own special instructions, and even Jazz too. Megatron, he has his own special instructions. The Dotson brothers do too. Weirdly enough, not Ratchet and Ironhide, but I'm pretty sure they would be like super simple to figure out. And here are these like showing off like some of these like guns and blast effect things. Very nice. Do think that do be pretty cool. And with that, let's now get into seeing what character this actually is. So we have our silver bag. There's a couple notches. There's a couple like sort of like indents in the packaging, which would allow us to easily just peel this open. Very nice. And let's pour this out. Okay. Let's set that aside. So here are our like sprue things. We have like some things on sprues. So what appears to be some joints. We have some like joint parts. We have some alternate hand pieces on a separate sprue, and our like base plate piece. That's cool. That's interesting. Do enjoy that. Do enjoy that they come with these. And I guess that this... So it's a character with black hands. Hold on. There's a few characters with like black hands. So that rolls out Optimus Prime, Ratchet, and Prowl, and Skywarp. And like... Okay. Alright. Let's leave this right here for now. So it could be... if it's a Dotson mold, then it could be Blue Streak, could be Jazz, could be Ironhide, could be... There's still 5 characters that might be. But by opening this bag, we'll know for sure. You ready? You ready? And our character of my first like Blokees experience is what appears to be Thundercracker. Applause to that. Thundercracker, you are officially my first Blokees character. Alright. very cool. Do you have like the sort of like cardboard like coin thing with Thundercracker on here? Do you have a significant number of pieces? Should be easy to figure out. Do you have a bunch of pieces that do look very nice? Okay. Oh wow, okay. And as far as these like sprue things go, yeah, I think these are, yeah, I think I'm gonna need like to, yeah, I think I'm probably gonna need to get the nippers for these, which I do happen to have right beside me, so that's cool. So we can, yeah, go ahead, so I can, of course, go ahead and get these snipped. Okay, so I got all the parts out of their sprues. Alright, and so we can now bring in our instructions, and I can actually set them aside right here. I already showed you the instructions. So, let's get this thing together. And so, starting off, we do have our torso piece, which, now that I think about it, does look somewhat similar to, like, a minifigure torso, kinda. So that's interesting. There is a little bit of a texture to the printing. Wasn't expecting that. But yeah, it does kind of look like a minifig torso. So we have like a couple of these parts, which doesn't look to be mirrored in any way. So that's fortunate, I think. So I believe these just pop on. Like so. And then we take one of our clear, like, ball joint pieces and just, like, plug that into our minifigure neck thing. Like so. Push that in like so. So we have that section built. Then we can go ahead and grab our lower torso and grab our like a body plate, pelvis plate things, and just like push them in like so. Alright. They don't appear to be like different. They appear to be like the same parts or something. Okay. So we have that section built, I think. Then after that we can take a bunch of like these parts and a bunch of like these parts, and what I believe we can do is like snap them together. Yeah, like this, to provide us with our joints. And I can go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, so I put together the other joints like this. Very cool. So we do get like when put together, we do get 4 sets of these joints. Very cool. As well as a couple of these like Autobots and Decepticon thingies. There are Decepticon symbols on one side and Autobot symbols on the other. I'm not entirely sure what these are for, but I'll probably figure them out later. But for now, let's continue on to build. Well, obviously, we can go ahead and attach the pelvis onto the torso, like so. And then, let's see, then what? Trying to see what's unique body type. Yeah, for our seekers. Yeah, I guess we can work on the torso next, the chest next. So we have our seeker torso thing, which does look really nice. We can just slide this over, and I believe we do lock it in by grabbing the back end. But I believe. Hold on, that ain't the right piece. I don't think. Is that the? No, this would be the right piece. So we would attach this onto here. So these would just sandwich in like so, just snap together, and we're starting to get a torso going. Really cool. Then next, I guess we can work on the arms, maybe? Or the head. No, I think we can work on the head last. Let's work on the arms next, I think. So we can grab one of our joints, grab one of our bicep pieces, just plug that in to like one side of that joint, like so. Do want to have them in a position where they would look nice. And then we can grab one of our like forearm pieces, and then just connect the other end to that. Oh, it just covers up the joint anyway, so what does it matter? Then we can grab our shoulder piece. I'm not seeing a whole lot of like mirrored pieces. Like, hold on, are these parts mirrored in any way? Like okay, I can kind of see a bit of mirroring in the printing of these shin pieces, but aside from that, I'm not seeing a whole lot of mirrored pieces. So that's interesting. Well, and the hands, of course. Speaking of which, we can then attach one of our fists. Just pop that in. Real cool. Sounds cool. We can then grab our shoulder piece. We need to find the right orientation for this, which I guess would be this. So like these like grooves right there would just slide over these nubs like so, I think. Yeah, I think like that. Well, actually, no, for this arm, it would actually go this way, because this ball joint is actually for the null ray, which we can just pop on like so. Very cool. And we have an arm complete. So let's go ahead and grab a couple more of our limb pieces, our null rays, our joints. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, we can go ahead and put this together. Okay, so there is our other arm. Looking pretty good so far. Now let's start working on the legs. So for our legs, we have our thigh piece, which is in fact different than our biceps. The biceps have like those nubs. The thighs clearly don't. Okay, so let's see what's next. So we grab our thigh, we grab another one of our joints, attach our joint to the thigh, then grab, so we grab our shin piece and one of these like calf pieces, and just clip that together. Wow, that actually clips very satisfying. Was not expecting that to be that satisfying, but yeah, that's cool. But yeah, we can of course then pop this in. Then after that, we can grab another one of these clear joints and just pop that and just peg that in. Does it peg any more than that? Maybe not. Okay. Then what we can do next is grab our foot and just pop that into the ball joint, and there is our leg. So then we can just grab a few more of these pieces and we can go ahead and put those together. And with that, we have both of our legs, and I believe that is it for our limbs. So now we can work on like the back kibble bits of the robot, of the Thundercracker. So we have our wings. I believe, yeah, they have the Decepticon logos on either side. And yeah, even on the figures themselves, their printing has like a bit of a texture to it. Okay, wasn't expecting that. But we can then, of course, fit our wings into these pegs right here. They just peg into the holes, like so. And then after that, we can, of course, peg these ports into those two holes, like so. Very nice fit. And last, but most certainly not least, we can put our head together pretty much the same way as we did with the shoulders. They have the nubs here for the face, and then there's these grooves in the helmet, so we can then put that together. No, I have a better idea. Let's put the head, let's fit the head, let's fit the face on a clear ball joint, and then we'll slide the helmet over, like so. Alright. And with that, let's now start our final assembly. Set these parts aside. Let's get our right arm in. Let's actually try doing it like this. Yeah. Then our left, whoops. Then our left arm, you can just pop that back in. Then after that, let's pop in our legs. Whoa, that just flew right off. Okay, so we have our... Alright, so it's now in, and we can now plug in our other leg. And with that, we now have our Thundercracker. We now have our Thundercracker fully constructed, fully built. Yeah, this first impressions on this looks pretty good. I'm really liking the look of this robot mode. Looks very, very, very good, actually. And so right off the bat, I am liking the look of this robot mode. It does look very nice, very faithful to how Thundercracker would normally look. Here we got a good look at him from the back. It looks very clean. Probably because it doesn't have to worry about any like transformation. Yeah, very, very nice actually. Do like the look of this. Yeah, very cool. And we even get like details from the like minifigure looking torso poking through. That's very cool. It's a very clean look. Do appreciate that. And we have our base plate here, which the figure can attach to. So like the bottoms of the feet here and here, I guess, would just plug into one of these like suspiciously Lego looking ports, like things, and yeah, his feet just like lock in like so. Very much like a minifigure, once again. I am noticing a recurring theme for these Blokees things. Wanting to try to be Lego. But hey, a Lego minifigure has never been this, has never had like things as simple as elbows and knees. As a matter of fact, these things are notorious for their articulation. So let's go ahead and like try that out. So the head is on a rather expressive ball joint. Can look up, not very much, but can look down a tiny bit. A great like head tilt, a good like head tilt, very nice. And can of course rotate. So very cool. The waist can of course rotate. Very nice. Wings don't really do anything. They can't really move out of the way or anything. So there is that. Shoulders. They're on ball joints and very expressive ones. They can like rotate up. They would have gone all the way around if it wasn't for the wings. They can go out to about this far. But because of these like armpit joints is what I'm going to call them now. Well, because of these armpit joints, they also have an extra bit of arm movement, as well as an extra bit of like butterfly movements. So they do have like a little bit more like shoulder articulation than what you would initially expect. The null rays are on ball joints. They can flail in and out and rotate, as well as the shoulder like pad. These like blue shoulders, they can also rotate a bit. Bicep swivel, a bit more than 90 at the elbow, and a wrist is on a ball joint. So it can rotate ends. There's even a bit of extra motion in those ball joints. Very nice. Already covered the waist joint. Legs can kick up to about that far. Can kick back to about that far. Can kick out. Keeps popping off. But that's like a me issue, I think. I keep like trying to I feel like I'm keep trying to like move this like arm more up than it probably should, I think. But yeah, good range of motion in the legs, can kick out good amount, and can and can basically fake a rotation here in the leg a little. But more than that, you also get a above the knee swivel, a little bit more than 90 in the knee, and the ankles are of course on ball joints. So you do get a little bit of forward and back, a little bit of ankle tilts, and can rotate a little bit. It could rotate more if it wasn't for the extra armor plating. So yeah, so in terms of articulation, pretty good. Does have a good amount of articulation. Can pull off a great range of motion. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, very nice. He also does have a pair of alternate hands, so we can just pop off his fists and switch them out for his open hands. Pair of open hands, which can provide extra bits of expression. It can provide extra bits of expression. Does look very cool. Do very much like this. Yeah, these are some expressive hands. Close up on the head. Looks pretty good. I'm liking the little bit of details in the eyes. The eyes do provide a nice shiny red. Details on the chest. Very nice. Nice printing too. Wings look good. It looks very nice. And of course can stand very well on its own, even without the base plate thing. It does have, does have the coin thing. It's a very neat addition. Also, these things, which I guess can just plug into the hands if you want, but still not sure what these are really meant for. But anyway, with that out of the way, let's actually now bring in some size comparisons. Why not? So it's not like that big, to be honest. Like, here he is next to the Studio Series 86 Bumblebee, and he's about head to head with that. So he's like significantly small. Like, he's not gonna like fit in a chug like collection like this, but still interesting. And just because here he is with my Sentimus Prime, that's how small he is next to him. And let's see. And for an extra bit of like comparison, here he is next to the Siege and both the Siege and the Earthrise Seeker molds. So that's how he looks compared to those two. And I will say, robot mode wise, does look really nice. Definitely does give me more of the vibes from the Siege Seeker robot mode. Because something I have mentioned before, the Earthrise mold, like Seeker mold, is fine. I do enjoy the transformation and especially the jet mode. But there is major flaws to the robot mode that I personally do not like. To me, the robot mode just for the Earthrise just does not feel right. To me, doesn't look quite like a Seeker mold. Unlike the Siege mold, and yes, even the Blokees Seeker mold, yeah, definitely carries more, definitely is way more reminiscent to how a Seeker mold, a G1 Seeker mold should look, in my opinion. Another thing, these two, super articulated, like hyper articulated. Like, I think out of these three, like, the Siege mold has the most articulation out of the three. But that doesn't mean that this one is like any slouch articulation. On the contrary, I just showed you that he has a very nice range of articulation. Yeah, very nice. And yeah, even like simple things like a wrist rotation or a waist rotation, like simple joints like that. This Earthrise mold doesn't even have that. So let's set those aside. And so this is like really cool. I do want to go ahead and like pose this around just a little bit more. These are legitimately fun to pose around. I actually wonder. I did also recently got some blast effects from some siege blast effects. And yep. Yepperoonies. Yepperoonies, the siege blast effect pieces are indeed the null rays for this are indeed at least somewhat blast effect compatible. So that is really nice. Do like that. And these are actually like really fitting blast effects for this Thundercracker. So yeah, these are like really cool to pose around with. Like, I'm like, yeah, this is like pretty cool. I'm really liking this. And so my overall thoughts and first impressions on our Galaxy, or like Blokees Galaxy version figures, Galaxy version like mystery box figures, or at least the Seeker mold. My first impressions? Absolutely blown away, personally. These things are like super small, but man, do they pack a punch in terms of articulation. Very, very nice. Look really good. Pose really, really well. Like, the amount of posability these things have, like this Blokees figure has, is like rivals that of this really awesome like siege mold. Like, and most certainly way more articulation than the Earthrise mold. To have like this amount of articulation that can rival that of actual transforming Transformers, I feel like that's pretty good. The feeling of the plastic and the prints, they feel really good. It does feel really good. I haven't felt any plastic quite like this before. Feels really smooth. Feels really nice to the touch. to be honest. Really cool. Do enjoy these. So my overall thoughts and first impressions. Absolutely blown away is like the way I describe it. Very nice. Absolutely, like this blocky figure is absolutely killing it for me. And now I can't and now I feel like now I can feel like I can't even wait to open the rest. I really want to see what. Oh, now I really want to see what I might get for the other 5. But I guess that'll be it. For this unboxing, I guess that'll be it for this like unboxing, building, and review for one of these Blokees, like for one of these Blokees like Transformer characters. And yeah, I guess that'll be it for this video. If you enjoy this unboxing model kit adventure, mini model kit adventure, and review, like sort of hybrid sort of video, consider to like and subscribe, and maybe even comment if you want. And of course, I'm gonna be doing more of these Blokees. It is like, if like I just opened this one and it already feels addicting. So, and yes, I will of course post again sooner or later.